What's up, team? What you're about to watch is a video that I just shot answering questions about online coaching, and I think you're gonna like it. So here it is. What's up, bro? I got your questions here. I'm filming not only because I want to go deeper on some of these things, but also I might upload this because I've been getting a shocking number of questions similar to these from like trainers who want to move their businesses from the gym online, from people who just are very enthusiastic about fitness and have some entrepreneurial spirit and are like, this is something I might want to consider giving a shot. So let's go, let's get into it. What general advice would you give to someone like me who's interested in building an online coaching business from scratch? Realize it's gonna be a load of work. Like, I only know how to do it the way that I did it. And the way that I did it was I saw John Romanello, I saw JC Dean, I saw these guys who had blogs, like that was their primary mode of content marketing. They wrote helpful articles, well-researched, well-written stuff, and attracted an audience that way, and then offered products and services. And we just drastically underestimate the amount of work it takes. Like my dad is doing like not fitness, but he's doing consulting stuff on his own right now, and he's just like, I want more, like I want more clients. So he's impatient, and he would say that, which is kind of a good thing. It fuels ambition, but it just takes longer than you think it's gonna take. And I remember in my first year, think of how conservative a goal this is. $1 revenue was my goal. Like, make at least $1 revenue. This is before I had a blog or like anything, but understand that it's gonna take both time and a lot of hours to build the attention it takes to even be able to offer coaching, right? Like, if you have, and there's other strategies, right? There's like train people for free or for very, very cheap. There's a lot of things that we can do to get those initial clients, which gives you experience, which gives you like, makes you a better coach, which gives you testimonials, which gives you before and afters, which gives you word of mouth. If you do those people really, really well, they're gonna tell people, hey, you look amazing. How'd you lose 40 pounds? Oh, this guy Max, he's the best. Check him out. Here's his website. Like, I probably get more referral traffic now from that, more traffic via referral than I do from stumble across my website, stumble across my YouTube, other places. But yeah, the biggest piece of general advice is the amount of time and effort into building a brand, a collection of content that, and like I said, this isn't the only way to do it. You can do it spending money on advertising. You can do it other ways. This is just how I did it. The amount of time it's going to take to create the helpful stuff to get the attention is more than you think it is. So go in with the, I'm going to grind my face off if I really want to do this mindset. How did you get started in online coaching, and how long did it take you to refine your coaching methods to the point where you're not only confident in your abilities, but also efficient in working with clients? I got started via group coaching. No, I had like one or two online coaching clients prior to being John Romanello's assistant for group coaching for Photocracy. So at the time I was training clients in New York City, like one-on-one traditional personal training, going to various apartment gyms, like hustling all over the city. I had 25 or 30 hours a week on the gym floor at a boutique style gym that offered group training. So generally me to 2 clients and sometimes me to 3 clients. And I had a blog and the ability for people to sign up for my coaching, but I think I only had like 2 clients then. Yeah, how did I get started? I saw Roman's sales page on his site, and I was like, okay, cool. I guess you have to have a sales page with a place where people can apply, and it sends you an email when they apply, and when they apply, you tell them, hey, yeah, I can coach you. This is what it consists of. And I was just making it up. Like, yeah, what does someone need? Like, you need a training program, you need help with nutrition, you need accountability. So we'll have check-ins, and like the way I've done things has changed and morphed, but I started by just starting. I started by letting people get in contact with me and then try to help them with whatever their problem is. Because when they contact you, there's a problem. There's I want to lose fat, but I can't because X. I don't have the information. I don't have the time. I don't, like, whatever the reason is. And then it's help each of those people solve their problem. How long did it take to where you're confident in your abilities? That's interesting. I was pretty, that's not true. I designed Sarah Lopez a product because I was selling like a $60 training program that I literally spent a week and a half, sun up to sundown, like trying to make the most perfect training program ever. And it was my first online sale. It wasn't coaching, it was just like an individualized custom training program. And I sent it to her and I felt bad taking the money because I felt like it wasn't good enough. Now in hindsight, when I look back on it, I'm like, oh yeah, that's like a solid training program, but at the time I wasn't confident in it. So when did that confidence happen? I think Roman probably did a lot in instilling that in me. I think the more people I helped in person, the more confident I got also. But yeah, like, and I don't want to say you have to have a mentor because they're going to give you confidence, partly because I'm going to get 1,000 emails saying, will you mentor me? But yeah, I like, it comes in time. And there's just the fake it till you make it, right? Like, I still run into situations where a client asks me a question and I'm like, I don't know the answer to this. Like I can think of one right now, like a hip issue on this move, and this is happening when I do single leg, and I'm like trying to figure out what's wrong and what's going on and looking at video, and you're never going to be fully confident in any area of life. At least I'm not. But over time and over experience, and by the way, you don't have to be fully confident, right? If you're honest and authentic and your intention is in the right place and you're really, really trying to help this person, then even if you're not 100% confident in everything, I don't know, I just don't think that's the goal. I think it'll come in time and reps. Just keep putting in those reps, baby. It's like anything. Certifications. I'm currently certified by NASM, personal trainer. I have ACE. They've helped me gain knowledge, working through progressions with clients. I'm self-read, good job. With that said, the certification programs never really impress me that much. Yeah, me either. I'm not sure if you have any certifications yourself. I got a CPT from the NSCA when, like, prior to starting training clients in the gym and online, but like I did it when I started training clients in the gym because you had to. Like, I wanted to get that, and I wanted to get insurance so that I didn't get sued. What I learned getting certified, I didn't learn anything. I had to like intentionally get questions wrong. Breakfast is the most important meal of the day on the certification test because I knew that that's what they wanted. Because I bought the book and I like skimmed through it. I knew that those were the answers they wanted. Whereas self-knowledge and like where research currently was ahead of what I did in the certification. My knowledge came, and I credit this everywhere, like in the beginner's guide everywhere. Lyle McDonald, Martin Burkhan, more recently like examine.com. It came from reading and self-study, and even like forums, like the body recomposition forums back in the day were really good. And then the other half of it came from experience. It came from training me. It came from being 6 years old and reading nutrition labels on the way to, like, it came from everything I've ever done, experimenting with my own workouts and my own nutrition. Probably like 30 to 40% that, 30 to 40% self-education, 30 to 40%, that's a lot of percents, training clients in person. I'm like, there are great certifications out there. It's just with the internet, that information exists for free. I would be hard pressed, I'm not saying it doesn't exist, but I would be hard pressed to like find a certification, and maybe they compile the information better and they block out the noise and the bullshit, and great, but even a really, really good certification, that information exists on the internet for free somewhere. So get it to cover your ass, but the information you're getting through it, I don't think is valuable. And there might be an element of some percentage of the population wants you to be certified, like wants you to have that formal whatever letters by your name. and that's fine. But to be honest, I don't, like, those aren't my people. If you're into letters versus actual execution and knowledge, it's just not my thing. Is there anything you wish you would have known before you began your online coaching business that you didn't learn until later on? Yeah, so here's a really good one. Don't take on clients who aren't a good fit because you feel like you need to build your client roster because money is tempting in the short run, whatever the case. If you read someone's application and you're like, wow, this really isn't my area of expertise. I'm gonna have to do a lot of reading, a lot of research to figure out some of these like conditions or like just things you haven't worked with before, or a person whose goals just aren't aligned with what you're doing. I want to be an Olympic lifter. I want to be like something that I don't have experience in. Telling myself, yeah, like I'll figure it out and I'll get good at that and I'll help this person. It's doing a disservice to both of us. And in particular, it's doing them a disservice unless I really grind my ass to like figure it out and help them as much as possible. But then I'm doing myself a disservice because then I'm spending 5 or 6 or 7x as much time on them as I could on other things, and the ROI just isn't there. It's gonna give you headaches down the road. Like, take on people whose goals are aligned with what you're good at and what you feel like you know. Any other things I can help you with here in regards to what I wish I would have known? I don't want to leave long pauses here because I want this to be one take, because I'm a one take champion. I'll come back to it if I, well, that's kind of it. Any obvious questions I should be asking you that I haven't yet? If you're gonna go the content marketing route, if like people, John Romanello, quote credit, people buy coaches, not coaching. People want to work with me because they like me. And because I like put myself out there on the internet and they feel like they can get to know me, and then when they want help with fitness stuff, I'm a fan of the Mike Fitness dude, like I'm gonna work with him. He seems like a good guy, seems like he knows his shit, seems like we're on the same page, clients get good results. Putting yourself out there is a decision, and it's one that you should, I didn't even really consider making it. I just started blogging because I saw other people blogging. I was like, this is how you did it. And I kind of, like the Slings and Arrows blog post is a mental way to deal with the downside of putting yourself out there. But being vulnerable on the internet where there are a lot of angry strangers out there, like it's not the easiest thing in the world to do. So make that decision. And guess what? There's ways to, like, I'm trying to think of coaching services. Like Authority Nutrition, I feel like they do a good job of, their blog is just like incredibly content focused, and there isn't that vulnerability side. But then like back to the original point, I think that with equal content, someone who puts themselves, a coach who puts themselves out there and makes themselves relatable and like shares personal details, whatever, versus someone who doesn't do any of that, I think this person gets way more coaching applications because people buy coaches, not coaching. So really ask yourself if you're 100% comfortable, or not even 100%, but just know that it's a decision that you're putting yourself out there for the world. Anything else you wish you would have known? Any obvious questions? I think that's it, man. I think just like know that you're gonna have to grind harder than you think. Know that you're gonna have to say I don't know when you don't know instead of bullshitting. Know that the game's always changing, and like keeping up with where attention is and like what kind of content does well and things of that nature. Yeah, good luck, bro. Hit me like. This is a video because this is going on YouTube, but this is dialogue too. So this can be dialogue in the comment section, YouTube. Max obviously hit me up and like we can deep dive on some of this stuff, but yeah, hopefully this is a good solid foundation. All right, take care, everybody. See you tomorrow.